Okay, so we're going to do a list of top 5 Final Fantasy women, and I'm not just talking about looks. We're going to talk about everything from who they are, what they are, their backstory, if they're useful in the party, and also, of course, their design. So we're going to talk about all those things, or at least cover most of those in the 5 that I picked, but I haven't played Final Fantasy VI, which seems to be a major character in there that people love, so sorry about that. But I have played all the others, and I'm going to give you my list right now. Coming in at number 6 is Yuna. Many might be surprised I even put her on the list. And UX, why? Because I dislike a lot of the plot points of Final Fantasy X. Saying that though, I did actually enjoy this character. Her story is kind of sad. Actually, it's a miserable backstory. Yet it's kind of hopeful in the way that she approaches it. And not to mention, she's the summoner of the group. She summons the beast. That is so awesome. And she's just badass as hell when she does it. She's also basically a sacrifice. That is her life. And that's kind of really screwed up, but her determination is both special and amazing and actually makes her a unique character on this list, and I had to put her on here. Hopefully I'm saying her name right, Radia, I think it's Radia. You'll notice one thing throughout this list, I am more of a fan of the upbeat characters, and for the most part, Radia is one of those characters. Her background is tragic, her design is adorable, then hot, then really beautiful as she becomes an adult. Her attitude contributes actually a lot to why I like her. She's also an awesome teammate, which is something that you don't get in all these games, but in this one I used her in my party the whole time, and I really feel like she has extra story because she gets so many games, including the After Years game. So I thought that she grew into her character very well. Number 3 is Tifa. Well, this character is probably number 1 for a lot of people. I don't completely love her. Actually, her personality is the weakest on this list for me. I always found her kind of cute, and she's tough, which is cool, but I just didn't like her traits or her backstory. I didn't find it all that interesting. So why is she number 3? Because she's a chick that can kick some fucking ass. I mean, she uses fists as her main weapon. So you got a game filled with people with guns on their hand and big swords and vampires, and she just beats you up with her fists. So for that alone, she definitely deserves to be on this list.
Thought I was done for back there.
Number 2 on the list, and this was hard to pick between, but Riku. She's that spunky teenager who actually, I believe, tries to kill you when you first meet her, so that's something interesting. I was around 13 when I first played Final Fantasy X, so it's been years, and obviously she was my main crush then because she was older than me and she was hot. But replaying it years later, I still love her character herself. She's this happy-go-lucky fun. She's actually a useful teammate, and even though I didn't really use her in my second playthrough, I think that when you get her stats and everything up, she is actually one of the more useful characters in the game. Also, her design rocks. It gives this more island vibe, something different than other Final Fantasy games, and I really enjoyed her as a character. She's fun, she's happy, she's everything that I want as a teammate in terms of making the game more fun, to be honest. And number 1 is Ashe, and I'll be honest, I got the hots for Ashe. She wins by a landslide when it comes to looks. However, this list isn't just for that, it's for the character, and Ashe's entire kingdom comes crumbling down. Most people would throw it in and call it a day. However, she keeps on fighting. She really never gives up. She rises back up to be the rightful queen that she deserves to be. She is both entertaining, she has fun moments, and then she's just a badass chick in general. And she easily has the best design on this list in my opinion. So Ashe is going to be number 1. In a game where you have a character that tries to be the main character, I still think Ashe owned the game itself, and that's something to contribute to her overall character as well.